This is my fourth lesson on what to do with the hands and arms. This is going to be on the wrists specifically. What do we do with our wrists and how do we keep them healthy? How do we incorporate this into our playing? So what we want to do is think about what not to do first. Things not to do with our wrists. I'm going to show you this with my left hand here. Things not to do. Wrist down, don't do this. This is a bad position for our wrist. This makes it so much harder to play the notes. If you try this, you'll notice that it's much more difficult to actually press the keys. Same thing goes for the wrist too high. It's just very difficult to move the fingers. We want to try to keep our wrist fairly level to the keys. Now, the reason you're seeing the view that you're seeing is I want to talk about this side-to-side motion. Now, this side-to-side motion can be very useful, but it can also be a detriment to your playing. Here's something I see a lot of. See what I did wrong? We want to try to keep it level. Now, what we want to utilize is try to make sure that even though we can move our wrists to the sides like this a little bit, try to keep it straight, because where are our fingers the strongest? They're going to be the strongest when our wrist is like this, not this or this or this. This is still weaker. This we don't want to do. And where does this happen? You think, well, I don't do that while I'm playing. Watch your arms, because I bet you if you're in this position, I'm going to see this most of the time. You may not, but if you are doing this, try to do this to them. Watch my wrists. Straight out a little bit. Now this may feel a little awkward at first, because then your hands feel like, well, my hands are playing on their sides here. But think of it this way. Remember, your fingers don't make a straight line to begin with. So this is actually okay. Same thing with the right hand. Whatever you might be playing, try to keep it a little straighter. Now, this does not mean tight claw position. It doesn't mean forced. Keep it relaxed. One way you can tell if your wrist is relaxed is after you play something, just see if you can move your hand while keeping your fingers on the key. Move your wrist up and down, move it around in circles. Just see if you can shake your hand a little bit. This is just the beginner version. I am going to talk more about this as we go on, as I get to higher levels. I'm going to talk about other things that you can do with your wrists that do require more arm and wrist movement, but still keeping it in a position that is most healthy for your wrist. You've got to try to keep that healthy. You wouldn't believe how many people I've seen that have pain in their wrists, get tendonitis, carpal tunnel from whatever instrument they play. That could be hereditary. It could be from exercise. I had tendonitis from exercise. We don't want our instrument to be the culprit to this. All right? Thank you. If you liked that video, please give me a like. If you have any comments, please leave them underneath. And if you want to see more videos, look to the ones over on the right of the screen right now and take a look at one of these or any of my other videos. And please subscribe if you want to see anything new when it comes up. Thanks a lot.